year, the city of Coral Springs celebrates its annual Worldfest festival, hosted by the Multicultural Advisory Committee. This is a one-day community event covering multicultural entertainment, cuisine, and culture, reflecting the diverse population of this outstanding city. Today we'll meet with the city manager, Mr. Erdal Donmez, and other city leaders and members of this community following these messages.
Ladies and gentlemen, for purposes of presentation of colors, please welcome the Coral Springs chapter of the Civil Air Patrol. Ladies and gentlemen, for purposes of the national anthem, please welcome an up-and-coming superstar representing Ramblewood Middle School, showing what kids can do, and when the mind can conceive, the heart can believe, you can achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Blanca Arias.
Please stand for the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, and the home of the brave.
That is Blanca Arias.
Thank you.
On three, on two, on one, ready, set, cut. The Vice Mayor cuts the ribbon, the Vice Mayor cuts the ribbon, the Vice Mayor cuts the ribbon. All right, we are officially open. This is your hometown City of Coral Springs Worldfest.
We're here at Worldfest, and with us here is Commissioner Tom Powers. A pleasure to have you with us.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Tell us about the event, sir.
Another opportunity for Coral Springs to celebrate its diversity and what makes us such a great city. We've got a great crowd out here today. The sun stayed away for a little bit to make it even more enjoyable for everybody, to keep it the right temperature. But it's about celebrating. One of the things that makes Coral Springs so special is not that we have so many different groups, but that we have so many groups that come together to form one city. And I think that truly is one of the big secrets to Coral Springs that makes it such a great success. Tremendous diversity, tremendous aspects to the different cultures and so forth, but they bring it all together and make it one, which makes it wonderful.
Very exciting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
With us now is City Manager Erdal Donmez. It's a pleasure to have you, sir.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir. Such a vibrant city, and here again we have this great event. From your point of view, what do you think?
I think it's an excellent, turnout. It's a beautiful day, slightly, overcast, but helping, with the sun. and a lot of people came here. This is a repeat event. Worldfest and Multicultural committee is putting together, and participation from all walks of life in Coral Springs, and enjoying the festivities and the weekend.
This city is known as an award-winning city, and there are many plans for the future. Share these with us.
Well, being a young city, but we're not young anymore. We're almost 50 years old. And we need to, keep making Coral Springs, brand, a known brand and an attractive brand and a nationwide, worldwide, brand. We have a number of, new initiatives, to draw attention to, Coral Springs and keep it as one of the, attractive places, destinations, to come in and also, live here. We have started a major infrastructure, upgrade, project. Basically, all city-owned infrastructure, roads and parks, and and all infrastructure used by citizens being upgraded. And obviously, that's a several years project. It's not something we can do in 1 year. It may take anywhere from 5 to 10 years, but it had to start someplace. We're building a new city hall, and that's going to be a part of a municipal complex. We are upgrading the senior centers, and we are adding new sports buildings. We are upgrading the medians and the entryways to the city, and making Coral Springs truly a premier place to live and do business and raise your family.
Of interest also is the fact that the city in this economy nationwide actually is very financially stable. Tell us about the Coral Springs from that point of view.
Coral Springs is known for conservative financial practices. We're a stable community, and we have high home ownership in this city. And we have highest, credit ratings, AAA bond ratings, from all, credit agencies. Now, going through the second worst economic recession, after Great, Depression, hasn't been easy to maintain, these challenges. But with the help of the city staff, commission, and also volunteers, we have managed to weather the storm, taken several measures, and kept these important fundamentals, and maintained lower tax, high credit ratings, and also stable environment. One thing I'd like to also mention is South Florida has been one of the largest concentration of foreclosures, and Broward County was no exception. So was Coral Springs. We have managed that problem past 3 years, and at one point we had as many as 5,000 foreclosures in this town. That number is much lower right now. But with the help of staff and volunteers, kept neighborhood the vitality and preserved the values. Now Coral Springs becoming once again a destination for new families moving in and wanting to move here and take advantage of great schools. Which also we have like 19 of them, and more than any other community in Broward County. So it's a great place to live, great place to take advantage of schools, and also the parks and recreations and other facilities.
These are very interesting points you're making. Tell us about the 50th anniversary of the city of Coral Springs.
Well, believe it or not, we're almost 50 years old. In fact, we'll be 50 years old this summer, and we started a major, undertaking to celebrate this important, milestone, and we have a number of city staff and volunteers working on 50th anniversary, which really started, last fall, and we've had a number of events like the holiday parade, State of the City. And we had the Once Upon a Dream, concert of local, high schools, and similar activities will continue till this summer. And there's going to be a grand finale of events in July 10th to be, exact. And at that time, it will be a major celebration, 2 days, I believe, maybe more. And that's going to be a major community event to bring everybody together and celebrate, our milestone. and then look forward to the remaining 50.
Well, I feel very privileged myself to live in this city for 10 years. This has been a great pleasure. Thank you so much.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you.
Joyce Campos, your name is synonymous with the history of this city. What are your thoughts on this day?
As the community relations manager for the city, I work with a wonderful group of volunteers from the Multicultural Committee who are responsible for this great event. We're just thrilled to see everybody out here today, the great entertainment and food, and just mixing with your community members. It's a lovely day, and just happy that everyone's out here.
Thank you, Joyce. Here with us is Commissioner Dan Daley. A pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you very much for having me, Richard.
What do you think of this event today?
Every year, it gets better and better. It's really a great opportunity for the city to come together and all the different cultures all at once to celebrate them and to embrace them. It's really a great opportunity every year.
Now, you're one of the youngest commissioners in the entire country. I've known you for a while. Tell us how you got into politics.
I started as a freshman at Florida State University. I started getting involved in government at the state level, went on to be a full-time legislative aide and ran the Tallahassee office for our former state representative, Ari Porth. And from there, it just kind of spawned, and I grew up in Coral Springs. I love Coral Springs, so I started running for office to try and bring a fresh, energetic perspective to our city, and that's what we're trying to do.
And word on the street is that one day you will be President of the United States of America.
I have no comment on that one.
Well, let's have a great time today.
Thank you very much.
Bessie Criswell right here. Hey, Bessie, how are you doing? Good to see you again.
I am doing wonderful.
Tell us
Good to
about
see
the
you.
event from your perspective.
This is Worldfest. This is an organization sponsored by the Multicultural Advisory Committee, and it's been going for many years now. We have different cultures here, all kind of entertainment. So this is the best we're going to have this year.
My name is Audrey Wong. I'm on the Multicultural Advisory Committee.
So what are your thoughts on this event?
Well, first of all, the weather is very cooperative. Sometimes we have this open field event and we're at the mercy of the weather. It could be very hot, humid, or one year that it rained. Yes. And today I think the weather is very cooperative and people are here. We've been doing this for many, many years, and the attendance and participation each year just keep on increasing. So we're very excited about it.
Thank you. Bessie, it's been a while since I last had you on the show. Good Lord, that was at the Martin Luther King event at the theater. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this day's event?
Oh, this day is very good because it brings all the different cultures, people from all over the world come here to see this event. It's very inclusive. The children, the youth, some churches and other houses of worship, all the different cultures come to entertain themselves. People come out to have fun. They have the petting zoo, they have the bounce houses, they have things inclusive of what children like and what all the adults like.
Well, it's events like this that make Coral Springs such a special city. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jonathan J. Dog Letterman. I'm the official voice of the City of Coral Springs Worldfest, which is made possible by great volunteers with the City of Coral Springs Multicultural Advisory Committee. We're having a great time today here at the Sportsplex. A lot of great acts, great vendors, just showing everybody that the brotherhood of man transcends the sovereignty of nations. We welcome everyone to become part of the Multicultural Advisory Committee and celebrate our diversity.
Excellently said, sir.
Thank you very much. I want to wish everybody a great day today. Hope you have a fantastic week filled with a lot of joy and abundance.
We have gyros, chicken pitas, souvlakis, and we specialize with Greek food, and we have a great menu.
David, are you planning on opening a restaurant in Coral Springs?
Yes, I guess I'm going to open a restaurant in the future, maybe 6 months later.
With us now is Ted Mena. Ted, it's good to have you back on the show.
Hey, Richard. Good to see you again.
Here we are again at another wonderful city event. Tell us about it.
Well, this event, as you know, is Worldfest. I was one of the original members that started Worldfest as a chair, and now I'm with the Code Rangers of the City of Coral Springs. We're a group of volunteers, donate our time, and the idea is to patrol the neighborhoods and let the residents know that some of their properties need to be taken care of. Today we're here at the festival showcasing our rangers. We're trying to recruit new rangers because there's always an element that moves on, and we would like to get some new members. Right now we have 16 members, but we'd like to have more because of, like I said, attrition and so forth. They're volunteers. They don't have police powers. They don't write up tickets or anything like that. What we do is go to your neighborhood and remind you that your roof needs cleaning, or that your trash cans need to be put on the side of the home instead of in front of the garage, and so forth. Why do we do this? Because in our case, we want to keep our real estate values in the City of Coral Springs up, not down. If certain areas become demised and are deplorable, people are not going to move to Coral Springs, and it's important that we curtail that. And for every 100 courtesy notices that we give, 75% of them are complied on. So it saves the code enforcement officers that job that we're doing for free, in a matter of sense that we don't get paid. So that's the short answer of that one.
Well, you've forever been volunteering for so many good causes. Tell us a little bit more about your plans for the future.
Well, I've been a volunteer since 1985 in various aspects. Multicultural is the one I've been at the most for about 20 years. We started the Cinco de Mayo Festival. We did the Fiesta of Coral Springs, and of course now Worldfest. Getting together all the different cultures, and it has been very successful. This is one of the premier festivals that we have in the city, among others, and I'm continuing to give of myself. Like I said, I don't get paid to do this, but the Ranger program was very important to me because when I was city commissioner, I wanted to see if we can help code people. They were short-staffed at the time, and of course the foreclosure people came in, and people lost their homes and that. So you can imagine the code officers were swamped with these problems, and they had to take priorities. Foreclosures versus somebody's trash cans in front of their home. So that's where we came in, and the city manager and the city commissioners have seen the wisdom of our program. So they gave us these 5 police cars, which, as you can see, they don't say police, they say code enforcement. We're not police officers, but we do patrol the neighborhoods, and all 16 of us have different zones, and we go out and do that. So this is the thing I want to basically continue to do, make the program successful, even more so.
Wishing you a lot of success as always.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Thank you very much for being here today. Good to see you.
Thank you. With us now is Gil Sternbach, owner of Mythos. It's a pleasure to have you with us on this lovely day.
It's good to be out here. It's a great event. I'm having a lot of fun, a lot of people, great turnout.
It's interesting, your restaurant Mythos is one of our favorite restaurants. The wonderful atmosphere, wonderful ambiance, and of course, great food. What are your plans for the future?
Well, we appreciate those comments and the support from the community. We've been around since 2004, and we're currently exploring opportunities for expansion and growth, potentially a new location somewhere else in Coral Springs.
I know why you like the event here today, because it's kind of similar to the atmosphere in your restaurant. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Mythos Greek Taverna has prided itself on providing a unique ethnic dining experience, and that's exactly what's manifested itself here at Worldfest. You've got a collection of authentic food and fare from various parts of the world. It is representative of the melting pot that is represented in Coral Springs with a variety of ethnic origins, and it demonstrates that Coral Springs is an environment where people can come, grow their families, and feel comfortable regardless of their origin.
Thank you, Gil. Pleasure.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Our next programs will feature more aspects of this vibrant, award-winning city, and you'll see why Coral Springs is known as the nation's premier community in which to live, work, and raise a family in an exceptional quality of life. Please join us.